After the events of Imperial, we still have to deal with the fallout. Let's talk about Planet She Hulk number one, the first one of its kind. Hello, everyone. Dan here from the Next Issue podcast. On today's video, I'll be doing a review for Planet She Hulk number one. This is a new book from Marvel Comics, written by Stephanie Phillips with art by Aaron Cooter, Sonia Obeck, and colors letters by Joe Caramagna. We'll take a look at all the covers because this is a She Hulk book. So we're going to get a lot of covers. But what is going on? So, first of all, if you have not read the four-part event Imperial, I highly encourage you to check it out. It's really fun. It's really cool. Jonathan Hickman and company do this really cool thing to re-evolve the Marvel cosmic, start some new storylines, and this is one of the books that's coming out of that. So, in this book, uh, Sakaar Party of One, She-Hulk is back. She's stuck on Sakaar. Spinning out of the Jonathan Hickman cosmic epic Imperial, Jennifer Walters made a promise to her cousin to watch over the planet Sakaar and its people for a few days, but it's been longer than a few days, and now She Hulk is in charge of keeping the peace on a planet at war. But Jennifer is a very different Hulk than the one that once smashed Sakaar into submission. Is she up for the task? Also, we get to go to a wedding. So, this issue has everything. First of all, let me begin because the first page of this is Jennifer Walters kicking ass as She-Hulk, drawn by Aaron Cooter, and like the first two pages is opened in such a cool way. Just such a really fun narrative. We definitely go back in time to figure out how we got there, but we're in this like giant gladiatorial arena. Now, if you know anything about Planet Hulk and this and Sakaar, is that a lot of the stuff that happens in this is a culture very similar to the Roman times with the Colosseum and gladiatorial events. That's how Hulk became the rule. He became, the world breaker in there. But now, with Jennifer in charge, she has to keep the peace, and she has to get used to different customs that she may not be familiar with. So she does have a little bit of help after solving the murder of who killed the Hulk's son that was ruling over. But yeah, we get to see this giant arena, but then we go back in time and you get a little bit caught up. So even if you didn't read Imperial, you know exactly what's going on, at least the part that involves the Hulk and how he left Jen in charge of Sakaar. And you get to see just a few days in the life, and maybe even though She-Hulk's trying to take it easy every once in a while, this planet is unrelenting and it keeps coming. We go back to this great big wedding that it was gonna solve some peace. Jennifer has to do all this to try to keep some of the peace, try to keep some of the customs, and then also she doesn't really know who are her enemies, who is in charge, who's gonna betray her. Right? There's all these little machinations which I really enjoy. It's a game of intrigue. It's very political as far as like who everybody trying to fight for the throne because there's an empty whenever there's a power vacuum, somebody wants to fill that, and now Jennifer is trying to hold everything off. But she is a Hulk. She's gonna smash and she's gonna kick a lot of ass. As I mentioned, Aaron Cooter can do a lot of things very well, including these like lavish royal scenes. Jen looks really good. I love the outfits that she gets in this, but also I really like the approach to this Sakaar. Like it looks like such an evolved place from when we last, at least when I last read it back in Planet Hulk. We get to meet some really interesting characters, some devious characters, and then of course Aaron Cooter giving us a lot of Jen also kicking so much ass. There's some really really cool stuff here. And then just when you think that things are going to be settling down, we are introduced to a brand new obstacle, a new adversary, and maybe even more people getting killed over this throne and this empty power that is left on Sakaar. So I'm very excited for this, the rest of the series. I love Stephanie Phillips' work. I love Aaron Cooter, so they're a perfect team to kind of keep this going. And I'm also a big fan of the Planet Hulk storyline. So going back really brings me back to a time when this is like Planet Hulk happened over 20 years ago, and it's still one of my favorite things that happened in Marvel Comics. So very excited to see where we go from here. Really, I really want Jen to maybe get a few more allies. She's already got a few people on her side, but it's really fun. And then I just want to see her kick so much more ass. Like I said, that first page when you open the book, it is incredible. All right, speaking of incredible, This Aaron Cooter cover, just amazing. I love Jen sitting on the throne, just having taken it by force as she tries to keep the peace. But let's take a look at some of the other covers here. Of course, we have a Jenny Prison cover. This is the Virgin cover, so it doesn't have any of the trade dress. This is a 1 in 100 ratio. We will probably see a cover with the trade dress that's not as high ratio. We get this Fan Yang variant. I don't think I've seen this artist before. This is a 1 in 25. Once again, this is very similar to the outfit that you see She-Hulk wear. We get the Inhuik Lee, the Street Verse variant. So all these there's a lot of these variants where you're gonna see just Marvel heroes wearing like street clothes, very stylish. We have this. Oh, this is really cool. Alexander Line. This is a Comic Trader 616 Comics Elite exclusive. A little bit of a throwback to the 80s when She-Hulk first came around. You can even see her first appearance right there. That's really nice. And then we have this other. This is the blank or the Virgin variant, right? There's no trade dress there. Then we have once again the Inhuik Lee, but this is with the trade dress. And then this is, as I mentioned, the Jenny Frison with the trade dress. So these should be regular covers. We have this really cool Mateo Loli variant as well. This is going to be in foil. And then we have a Taurine Clark. Another really cool. Taurine Clark did recently the Gargoyles Fantastic Four cover. Very cool. And then we're back to our main cover. So yeah, very exciting stuff. Really, really looking forward to the rest of this, and also to reading some of the other stuff that came out of Imperial. I'm working on a video for Imperial in case you haven't seen it. So maybe by the time this is up, the video will be pretty close to ready to go. But if not, make sure to hit subscribe and like, leave me a comment to remind me to finish that video, and then yeah, come back and check it out. And also let me know what else you're reading from the Marvel line, from DC, or from any publisher in comics are good, having a good time. So as always, thanks for watching, everyone. Bye bye.